Hi everyone, welcome to Porsche Centre Calgary. Today we are here with a new piece of pre-owned inventory. This is a 2010 997 Carrera 4S Cabriolet. 997 first introduced in 2005, ran through until 2012. As a 2010 model, this is the second generation car, so first introduced in 2009. Typical Porsche, not massive changes in terms of the look of the car, but there were some significant changes elsewhere. Firstly was the transmission. So 2009, and obviously on this car as well, was the introduction of the PDK transmission, which was their double clutch. So away went the single clutch Tiptronic, and this was the first of the double clutch transmission. So most of the cars that we saw around sort of 09, 2010, 2011 were PDK because it was their new technology, and the gearbox is just phenomenal. Very, very quick to operate, super responsive, very, very smooth, and great in all driving conditions. So this car, big thumbs up from benefiting from the PDK transmission. A couple of other changes were the introduction of the LED front fog lights and also the LED rear tail lights. It's a very simple way of seeing the differences between a Generation 1 and a Generation 2. Under the bonnet, or in the engine compartment, a big difference was the introduction of direct injection. So that took us from 355 up to 385 brake horsepower. So quite a significant boost. As an S model, you get the red calipers. Again, another simple way of telling the difference between a non-S and an S car. Non-S would be black, S always gets the red calipers unless you have carbon ceramics, in which case they would be yellow. This car, black with black full leather, so full leather seats, full leather door panels, full leather dash as well, and a nice little touch on this one, it's got a carbon fiber and leather steering wheel, which I think really just sets the interior off and is a bit of a difference to every other car out there. In terms of the reconditioning on this car, we've obviously gone through it extensively. Our technicians have checked out the car. We've just done a major service, so that includes all of your oils, all of your filters, a brake fluid flush. We've done the drive belt, we've done the spark plugs, so the car is good to go. We've also put 2 new rear tires on the car. The front tires measured 7mm, so absolutely no problems there. They're almost like brand new. Brakes as well, almost like brand new. 6mm on the front, 7mm on the rear. Normally you would start off with about 8mm, so I mean again, almost brand new brakes on the car. Really nicely optioned, ventilated seats, electric memory seats. It's got the rear park assist, sports chrono pack, which gives you the visible sort of indicator would be the clock up on the dash. But then down inside the car, you've got a Sport and a Sport Plus button, which work in conjunction with the PASM, or the Adaptive Suspension Management. Sport and Sport Plus, you're increasing the throttle response, you're changing how the car changes gear, so they hold in gear a little longer, make the gear changes a little snappier. Sport Plus kind of does all of that to the next level, and will also push away the boundaries for when your traction control will kick in. It's still there, but it will just kick in a little later. So 3 different sort of very distinct driving modes on the car: off, Sport and Sport Plus, just depending on what type of driving you're in the mood for. Has navigation, and on that note, another big difference for the second gen cars, they updated the PCM system, or the Porsche Communication Management System, quite significantly. It's a much cleaner system, it's much easier to work. It became touchscreen, the navigation is better, you got Bluetooth, so quite a significant upgrade again. Heated steering wheel, and as I said, that's finished off with the carbon fiber. You've got self-dimming mirrors, the 19-inch Carrera Classic wheels, one of my favorites, and dynamic cornering lights as well. Originally from the US, but this car did come into Canada in 2012. No accidents, just a very, very nice, clean car. In my opinion, 997, one of the best generations of modern 911 that they made. The car is still analog enough before it went quite digital. I like the proportions of the car, I love the way it drives, it's a very engaging car. To me, it's a really good sort of interpretation of a modern 911. It's always been one of my favorite generations of car. If you'd like to see it for yourself, give us a shout and come down and see it.